Hello everyone, this is 2A Enthusiast here, and right now you are looking at a very, very cheap toolbox that I bought for $1 at Dollar Tree. Don't think I'd want to put some heavy tools in it, but I actually have a purpose for this. I was recently watching a video by Patriot Nurse, and she was talking about buying different first aid items at Dollar Tree. And I'm always at Dollar Tree. I never really noticed what kind of medical things they have. But I have been wanting an inexpensive first aid kit for my car, so I went there and really for about $12 or so, I came up with a pretty good basic first aid kit. Now, I know there are some great ones out there where, you can take care of all types of, difficult situations and trauma. This really isn't one of those. It's kind of like a basic thing. It's one of those things where if I were taking a long drive and happen to have a small accident or just not feeling well, something you could take care of on the road. I don't see myself performing tracheotomies or anything. That's way beyond my training, but it's a good basic kit, and I think it's a lot better than nothing. So when you're seeing this, keep in mind the whole thing was like maybe $11, $12. There are better kits out there if you want to spend like $100, maybe if you want to spend $30. But like I said, I think this basically suits all my needs. Over here I bought some, just go through some of the things I have here. Burn relief gel. And keep in mind that everything here was $1 or less. Hydrocortisone gel, or cream, excuse me. Triple antibiotic ointment. And by the way, another thing is, I had to go to 2 Dollar Trees. One Dollar Tree actually had almost everything. Then I just happened to be at another Dollar Tree, and I noticed that they had a few items that this one that I had gone to did not. This was actually $1 for 3 packages, antibacterial wipes. Now, only 10 in here, but, it's one of those things where you're probably not going to use all 10 at once, and if you do go through them, you can just replenish. Right here, I believe this is acetaminophen. Yes, acetaminophen. $1 for 12. Right here have basically diphenhydramine, generic Benadryl. Ibuprofen, generic Advil, 40 for $1. I just have a very simple bandage. Now, I'm not expecting too much out of this quality-wise. I do think it'll be better than nothing. So I figured I would throw it in there. And plus, it's the kind of thing where you could just upgrade one thing at a time if you need to. There was a box of Mucinex here, and it had 4 packets, each one holding 2 pills. So, like I said, you have a long drive, you're not feeling really well. It's something there just to kind of make you feel better till you can get home or get to a doctor. I have some Curade gauze here, 10 pieces. Now, I figured it's Curade, it should be a decent quality. But with something like this, I figure if it's not decent quality, maybe you can double or triple up. Like I said, this is an emergency sort of thing. And realistically, it's something that's going to be, as far as the medicine goes, in the car. So there are going to be temperature changes, and I am a little concerned about that. But again, it was a very, very small investment, and I'd much rather have something than nothing. Here we have some pretty large Band-Aids, which aren't bad either. Extra large plastic, 4-sided. Again, 10 for $1. Not a bad deal, I think. And then, of course, I got this big, huge bottle of hydrogen peroxide. Now, I do have a couple of other things in here. Like I said, also the box was $1. Now, I do have a few other things that I want to put in there. I had some calamine lotion I was going to put in there, and there was also some hand sanitizer. It didn't quite fit. I'm actually thinking of maybe swapping the box out, using this for something else, and just putting them in a regular ammo can. I think that might actually work a bit better. So we'll see how that goes. Plus, I can actually stand up a couple of the other things. But like I said, it's definitely worth going to Dollar Tree and checking out what they have for some cheap first aid stuff, or even for your own home too. I mean, you look at how expensive some things are, and with things like the gauze and the Band-Aids, if you buy them in bulk, you might be able to do better at Walmart. But with something like this cream, the triple antibiotic, you look at this ointment, and it's really the same thing you'd get if you were to buy Neosporin or something else. It's the same thing. Ibuprofen, generic ibuprofen. If you look at the back, I mean, it's the same thing that you'd see on the back of an Advil container. I mean, me myself, I use naproxen when I'm not feeling too great, muscle aches, and that's basically generic Aleve, and I wouldn't notice the difference. Allergy medication, on the rare occasions me or a family member needs it, I get usually the generic, because the generic is usually a lot cheaper. Oh, and by the way, it just reminds me, the expiration dates for these things tend to go between the end of 2017 to early 2019. So, for that dollar, you are getting a decent amount of time out of it also, which was pretty nice because, I was checking the expiration dates expecting them to be pretty soon, maybe in 6-7 months, but really they weren't. They tended to be close to a year and a half to like 3 years, which was really a good surprise. So basically, get yourself over to Dollar Tree, see what they have there. They might have some good stuff either to maybe stock up your medicine cabinet at home or just to kind of make a quick kit for the road for when you're out with your families. All right, guys, this is 2A Enthusiast signing out. Don't forget to like or subscribe. Any comments you want to make are welcome. Have a good day.